infiltrate, but wait. I know you wanna enter, but I can't let you in. My mind stays the maddest, I'm gone with the wind. Because it is survival of the fittest. When the shit hits the fan, I got my shank in my hand. Black man with the permanent tan. I come from the villa, never ran. Damn, I'm feeling another part of reality. Hit me when I represent the FAP. Straight from the bill till then play the building. I mean literally when I say I make a killing. For my cipher, see I'm finna the Buster Pipe. Original heads represent the Brooklyn all-nighter. Do or die, I'm saying it's you and I. Bring your click so we can get stoned like family sly. B2CI in the bush. Mighty Mateen rockin' the rock, giving the push.
Never taking shorts, cause Brooklyn's the borough. Never taking shorts, cause Brooklyn's the borough.
We did it like that, and now we do it like this. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Go inside your mind and find a time that you miss. And just think about the steel in your fist. It's just an extension of your arm. It's that ghetto type of charm that makes all the homeboys swarm. Can I drop the bomb? Oh yes I can. Move with the groove, smooth like Geechee Dan. Who is the man? That kid there. Who is the chick with the pick in her hair? Angela Davis, and we roll like Avis. Rent a car, kid, there you are.
You know where to find me whenever you need me. If you know the app, follow the path to the land of the aftermath, but don't frolic in the midst. Crazy ass Brooklyn kids, cause they always throwing a body on my lawn. I'm getting a rock voila without a collar. Get off my block, boy, and give me $1 for the trouble, or get blown up like a bubble.
Let's take a sec to think back. The year of the 7-0, but Brooklyn was the place to go. Flow on the journey up the Crown Heights. Ebbets feel the real on your life. Right, individuals live in the PJs. The evil check my DJ. Hey, play what I wanna play in the day, but in the night I feel the right. Took the left, Bucktown, Brooklyn, break it down. Head from state to state, travel as I unravel the rate. Howard, Tap, Scott, and Sutter. I remember way back in the days playing hot peas and butter. Brother, if you want another lesson, Brooklyn session, take it back, Blacksmith and Wesson.
Press your luck, you get stuck by buck, blow your bucks. Master Ace has the taste for ducks and duck sauce, so tell Lord dig a grave for the bones, sticks and stones, while I kick some ancient poems through your domes. Act went back to attack your homes, so Tip, can I flip?
Yes, you can.
I'm in the world war with Muhammad, my man.
Feels so good to be a Brooklyn Dodger. What's happening to rerun and Roger? I think I seen him wearing Timberlands and running down the block from Dwayne, and Dwayne had a clock. Cause he be selling rock for the Partridge Family. And Ruben Kincaid drops a 300E. And he be pimping Chrissy from Three's Company. Plus he stuck Mr. D for all his jewelry. This is the 70s thing from the days when kids didn't act so crazy.
Never taking shorts, cause Brooklyn's the borough.
To make your car jump. Who got the pump when the tapes start to pump? It's the incorporated crew from Eastbound. It's that funky ass beat-bass sound, so gather round. Cause this is how we do it from the Brooklyn side. Fix your weave, leave your guns in the ride. And come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. And do bring a friend.
You get broke like English when you step to the P. I'm letting niggas know when they tryna check me. Cause I come from the fort where a 9 can be bought as easy as a nickel bag of weed in the court. Mother punks with no ends kills me. Pushing their man's been too impressed, but they don't feel me. Your gear is busted and your kicks is bummed, so I'm tempted to believe that you're rolling with none. Bet you don't got more than 5 in your pocket, frontin' like somebody wants your broke ass. You need to stop it. Head for the hills, cause you're now when you see real, you get the chip.
Oh God. We're here, everybody. Round of applause for the one and only MASTA Ace, everyone. Hey, MASTA Ace.
What's up?
So nice of you to be with us.
Thanks for having me here, man. Thanks for asking me to be here and for doing this.
Well, happy Halloween, and thank you for wearing the appropriate colors.
Exactly.
I think it's really important that we represent the, a A crazy day. Today's a crazy day in a crazy world, you know? It's 2020. Today's Halloween.
Yeah.
And we're in the midst of the worst global pandemic of our lives. And yet, we chose to press forward.
How about that?
How about that, guys? All right, round of applause.
People love hip hop
for continuing life, right? It's really a testament to the power of hip hop, and you're right. It's a testament because, you know, we were set to open a 14,000 square foot museum over across town on New York Avenue, and that was the week before the pandemic hit.
Wow.
And the government was all set, DC government, to give us millions of dollars, and we had to pivot. And you're sitting now in our pivot, which is an art gallery.
It's nice, though.
Right?
It's nice.
So this is our first foray into doing inductions in a smaller setting.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit smaller, but no different passion, no different energy and enthusiasm.
That's right.
And in fact, maybe even more, because I think everyone in this room has a lot of love and feelings for MASTA Ace. Right?
Especially her.
Especially wifey. And what we dug up, because we like to dig up things at the Hip Hop Museum, is MASTA Ace's 1993 press kit from Delicious Vinyl, Delicious Records. Look at that, even with the glossy. And even with a typed, if you can see it, literally typewriter typed press kit, okay? And I want to start this whole, little interview by reading just your first paragraph of your press kit.
I'm curious.
In 1993. Well, first of all, it opens with lyrics, okay, which I will spare you from reading. But I'm going to go into the first paragraph, which says, hailing from Brownsville, New York, MASTA Ace is a powerhouse rapper known for dropping crazy rhymes and knowledge to the fattest beats. Ever since he first grabbed the public's attention with his throwdown on 1988's The Symphony Part 1, Ace's innovative stylings have spread his name throughout the hip-hop nation. And then it goes on to say, recently signed by Delicious Vinyl, Ace and his posse, collectively known as MASTA Ace Incorporated, are primed and ready to grab their props with Slaughterhouse, their slamming first album for the label.
You could tell somebody from the hood did not write that.
Hey, but listen, MASTA Ace, I'd like to think that, we know each other a little bit and we, we're friends. And lately you've been posting some nostalgic pictures.
Yeah, I do a couple here and there.
You do some nostalgic stuff. And I'm going to start with a weird place in this interview. Something inside of me tells me that you didn't actually want to be a rapper at first.
Well, when you say want to be a rapper, in my mind, to be a rapper wasn't a destination. It was just something we did around the way. To me, rapping was like riding a skateboard. That's just what we did in the neighborhood for fun. And so there was no concept of it being a career where you could actually make a living doing it. It was just something you did for fun. So in that regard, you are correct.
So the other day you posted you grew up in, everyone knows you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yep.
If you know anything about MASTA Ace, that's like the main thing you know. And you grew up in Sheepshead Bay, is that right?
No, I grew up in Brownsville.
Brownsville.
As you just read.
But you went to school in Sheepshead
high
Bay.
school, that's
high school in
correct.
Sheepshead Bay, right?
Yep.
So there's something that tells me that you would have been just as happy being a professional football player. Am I right about that?
That was, when I was a senior in high school, my aspirations were to go to college, maybe play some college ball and perhaps make it onto an NFL team. But, those dreams that's the dreams of probably 4,000 seniors a year that play the sport. And I didn't have enough guidance around me for me to take a realistic approach to sports. I felt like in my mind that I could play Division I. That's maybe not the big schools, but I could play like the next level down. That's what I thought in my mind. But in reality, when I was in high school, I hated lifting weights. And if you hate lifting weights, you're not playing college football. And so I wasn't very, very big. I wasn't very strong. Wasn't very fast. But I was a good player for my team. And so once I got to college that first year, my mom told me to, I was going to walk on to the team at the University of Rhode Island. And that first year, she said, well, get acclimated to college life first. Don't walk onto the team your first year. Wait till your second year. And so I did that. I took that first year off, which at the time, I couldn't imagine not playing football for a whole year because I played 4 straight years. But I took that year off, and that year gave me a lot of clarity. And at the beginning of my sophomore year, my plan was to go out for the team, but I really didn't feel it in my heart. I remember going down to the first day of tryouts and to pick up the equipment, and I was standing on the line with a bunch of other kids that were going to walk on, and something just said, I'm not feeling this. And I got out of line, and I never put on a football helmet again.
Wait, you went as far as to even being in line to
Yeah, I was in line to get equipment, yeah.
Oh, man, that's...
Yeah. But I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the culture in college football is not the same as high school.
Did you ever partake in anything musical during college?
So my sophomore year, I entered a rap contest, but this was not in college. This was back at home. And while we were at the school, I actually won the contest and got to meet Marley Marl and get studio time with Marley Marl. That was the result.
Oh, that was during college?
That was during college.
Okay.
But throughout those next 2 years, I was going back and forth to Marley's crib, recording the demos. And so I brought some of those demos back to school and was playing them for kids that I hung out with at the school. And they had a talent contest one day, and I got on stage and performed like a rap for my school.
But that wasn't the contest where you won the deal with Marley.
No, that was during Christmas break of my sophomore year.
So you competed in your entire life. You've competed in 2 rap contests your entire life.
Well, the one in college wasn't a contest, but in high school, I was in a rap contest.
Okay,
as well.
that one was in high school.
Yeah.
So, but you won that one.
Yeah, I was with a group, though. It wasn't just me. It was 5 of us.
Okay.
We call ourselves the Come Alive 5. Yeah, it's dope, right?
Who else was in that group? Come Alive 5.
Come Alive 5. So all the guys in the group were teammates on the football team.
Okay.
My boy Curtis Scott, Thrill Love. My boy Louis Harrell, Lou Love. My boy Ken McFadden. He was Ken Do. And my boy Ice, who eventually wound up rapping on my album Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
A couple years later.
Okay. So we go from that contest with your football buddies.
Yep.
And then we fast forward, I guess, maybe like 3-4 years later, right? As a sophomore in college.
Yep.
You find, a flyer for this Marley Marl contest? How'd you even hear about this?
So my boy Scooter, who lived in Brownsville as well, he lived in Marcus Garvey Village, not too far away. He called me up and he's like, yo, he knew I rap. We rap, He's like, I'm about to go down to this contest in Queens. You want to roll? And I was like, nah, it's Christmas. I'm home with the family. We having dinner and everything. I said, that wouldn't be cool. So I said, nah. And I hung up. My mother overheard the conversation, and she's like, well, we already ate. Like, why don't you go hang out? Go, And I was like, for real? She's like, yeah, go ahead. I called him back. And he told me where to meet him on the train. Jumped on the train, met him, and we went out to Queens, New York, to a United Skates of America skating rink. And I entered the contest with about 35 other people and wound up winning.
Were any of your friends there?
My boy Steady Pace, who wound up being my DJ later on, he went. My boy Rodney from my building. Rodney actually brought his radio and recorded the whole contest, so I have it on cassette, the actual contest at home.
Really? How interesting you've chosen to share this with us. Gonna have to talk about that later. That's amazing. So my guess is first of all, I think it's incredible that you even finished college, because if I'm in a contest, right, Marley Marl contest, and I win, and then I win like a deal with Marley Marl, I'm like, see you later, college.
Nah,
but not you.
Nah, because to be honest with you, I won the contest. This was Christmas, so December, January of that year. I didn't even get Marley on the phone until that summer, because they gave me some bogus phone number. It was like his mom's crib. His sister lived there, but he didn't actually live there. And
wait, so you had to chase him for like months?
6 months. 6 months.
Just to get the prize that you were promised?
Yes. That's what happened.
And the prize was only just 6 hours.
6 hours.
So I'm like totally inflating it. It's not even a deal. It's just 6 hours with Marley.
6 hours of studio time.
The guy gave you the wrong number.
The runaround.
And this guy, you turned into, a stalker to find him.
I was calling him at least 2-3 times a week, and his sister would answer the phone, and she would say, after a while, she knew my voice, she knew my name. Hi, Ace. My brother's not here. Bye. And then after a while, I guess I built a little rapport with her, and she started to feel sorry for me. And
oh, wow.
She's like, you know what? He had my brother's real number. He probably pissed her off that day or something. She was like, here's my brother's real number. And she gave me the real number. I called, and this Marley Marl? Yeah, who's this? Yo, I won this contest, and you owe me 6 hours of studio time. For real.
Are you being serious? Did you really talk like that?
I don't know what I said, but I definitely was a little bit. I had some energy with me, like yo, you owe me.
Right.
That was my energy.
Yo, talk about going and getting it. I mean, it's not like this was handed to this guy. This guy had football skills. He went to college thinking he was going to be playing football, if not for the college, maybe professionally, right? And he got out of line. He somehow, God or the universe directed him to a contest.
Yeah.
He won the contest, and he even then still got nowhere with it. He had to chase the guy down.
Yep.
I mean, this is whether you realize it or not. You talk about, it was just a hobby, and that's just what we did at the time. But when you tell the story, it actually sounds like you were a man on a mission.
That or just it was fate. It feels like fate because a lot of things had to happen for that. For all of those things to fall into line the way they did, a lot of things had to happen. The first thing that had to happen was my boy Scooter, who called me about the contest. His sister had to be the coolest sister in the world because when I called back, he had already left the house. He was already on his way to the train station, and I said, "Can you catch him, please?" And usually a sister be like, "He ain't here, bye, boom."
Right.
And she's like, "Hold on." And I hear her go, I hear the door open. I hear her yelling his name like down the street. And after a few minutes, he comes back to the phone. And if she doesn't do that one thing,
you're not sitting here.
I'm not sitting here.
Yo, can we find her and thank her?
I've been wanting to.
No, like really, because that's a big deal.
I'm in touch with Scooter. Like we're in touch, through social media, and I've said to him in the past, like, yo, what's up with your sister? Like, I would like to thank her. And he doesn't get it. Like, he doesn't understand why.
He thinks you're trying to holler at her or something. No offense. No offense. I'm sorry.
It's all right. One day, I'm gonna thank her.
One of these days, she has to be told.
She has no clue.
She has no clue
of her role.
I think that's amazing. Okay, well, let me do something interesting because we like to give away stuff to our audience members here. Okay, so if anybody knows anything about hip hop, everybody knows that MASTA Ace is like critically considered the influence, okay, of many of the greatest rappers of all time. Okay, the influence, okay, of these great rappers. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about, I'm going to hold up a picture.
Okay.
And these are pieces of art that we're giving away.
Nice.
And you're going to just say kind of like what influence, if any, that this artist had on you.
Okay.
Sound cool?
Yeah.
And these are all original pieces of art by Alon Avisar, who donated these at our grand opening. Okay? So here's the very first artist.
That's nice. Huge influence. When I first heard Rakim, like it made me change everything I was doing as far as how I was writing, the way my flow, everything. I was like, okay, what I'm doing is not good enough because that's like another level. So I started to change how I wrote and how I flowed. Kane was the next guy that I heard that made me make changes to what I was doing. You know, his wittiness, his punchlines, his rapid fire words that rhymed back to back, like all of that was like, it just opened my mind up as a writer and as an MC to the possibilities in terms of how you could rhyme. Because, you know, coming up in the 80s, you know, you pretty much typically the last word in each line rhymed, and that's what you did. But then Kane comes out and he's like, I rake and take and break and shake and make, and I'm like, okay.
Oh.
let's rearrange the furniture a little bit. And, you know, so he definitely was a huge influence on the way I started to write.
Way I started to write. Billy Rust? Okay. Let's see here. What can you say about this MC?
Well, I kind of already touched on it. I didn't know he was coming next. When I heard Eric B. as president in my neighborhood in Brownsville, when I heard that song, it completely blew my mind because nobody was rhyming how he rhymed. And that's what it really is supposed to be about as an MC. When you're writing, you're supposed to be trying to push the envelope instead of following what everybody else is doing. You're supposed to be like, okay, nobody ever did this before. Let's try this. And when I heard him, it made me understand that you could do more with these words than what appeared to be possible. And I owe that to that guy.
Birthday girl from New York.
Hey, let me cut in for a second and ask a question. What about
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
you talked about Eric B. as president?
Oh, hold on. Give me your microphone for 1 second. I actually muted it because I'm mean like that.
You talked about president. What about melody? What kind of influence did melody? Did it have more of an influence on you, my melody? And what did you catch in that?
Melody, the fact that it was so slow, made it dope, and it was really just the same type of wordplay. Yeah, the way he wrote, put the words together. Both of those songs really were game changers for me as a writer.
Now, these folks are a little bit more recent, but definitely influential in terms of lyrically, because we consider you to be a high-level lyricist. What do we think of...
Funk Dr. Spock, man, yo. Redman, to me, was always one of the most outrageous, lyrically outrageous dudes. Like, he was always trying to say the wildest stuff to make people go... Like, what? Like, just shock value rhymes. And as an MC, okay, throw a few shock value lines in there. Like, I wouldn't be as like, every other line with him is a shock value line. I'll throw one in there. He's throwing, like, back-to-back shock value lines. But definitely a dope lyricist and mad respect for Redman. But
I also feel like Redman got a good dose of MASTA Ace influence in him. I don't know about what you guys think.
I never noticed it, but... We all listen. We all influence
Adari,
each other.
Are you a Redman fan?
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, and the last one we're going to get to before we get to the donation is Method Man. What do you think of Method Man?
Meth was my favorite personality in Wu-Tang. He was my second favorite MC in Wu-Tang, Jizza being first, because to me Jizza was more cut from my cloth in terms of the way he rhymed, but Meth was flow, and he made you understand what flow was, because when he was on a beat, he was like this with the beat, and everybody can't do that. I'm always, when I'm recording my stuff, I'm always trying to find that groove, because it's not easy, You say all the words right, but it's just not in that pocket. And Meth is one of the guys to me that is always in that pocket. You can almost see him in the studio. You can when you're hearing the word, you can hear him how he's moving when he's rhyming, and he's always taking these breaths. Like first his earliest records, it was always like he'll say a line and go, and that's in.
But the breath was like part of it.
It's part of it. Yeah. And so it's funny that you put Meth and Red up because I see those guys a lot of times in Europe. We tour in Europe together a lot. They're always overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me real quick sneak a two-parter in. G-Rap is the first, and if you could answer your opinion on the symphony between G-Rap and Kane. You're not the best,
right?
Because that's relative, but your favorite. If you could, I know that's a compromising position to put you in, but.
Well, listen, the day we recorded the symphony, I spit my verse, Craig spit his verse, and then G-Rap goes in the booth. And as soon as I heard his rhyme, I was like, I should have said something else.
Are you serious?
I should have said a different rhyme.
Oh.
And a lot of people don't know this, but the rhyme that's on the symphony that G-Rap spit isn't the first rhyme. He actually spit a different verse that was so long that the tape ran off the machine. And Marley's like, come on, man, you got to cut this down. It's too long. Like, there's no place for Kane to rhyme. He's like, all right, I'll spit something else. So he just spit this like 60-something bar rhyme, and instead of cutting it down, he just spit a different rhyme, and that's the rhyme we hear on the song. But just imagine how dope the first one was.
So you're telling me that exists somewhere? A 60-bar G-Rap?
It exists. Marley has it somewhere, unless he recorded over it, which I don't know.
Oh, my God.
He may have recorded over it.
You have a question? I love... Wait, can you give her your mic, Jaquan? Hold on. We got questions from the audience. I love that. That's great. Go for it.
So at what point did MCs start counting bars?
That's a good question. I definitely wasn't counting bars on my first album. I didn't really have the concept of that. I just kind of figured where it's supposed to end. I don't know when we started saying, 16, spit an 8. Like, much later, though. Much later. Like, mid-90s maybe? I can't recall talking about 16s until way later.
But the math was there in terms of...
Yeah, it was. It was like a feel, though. I definitely wasn't counting bars.
Huh.
Because me and the Biz has like a 12 bar and then like an 8 and then a 20 something. Like it's like all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. You know what else is interesting? You guys ever seen Crooklyn? Yeah, I love that movie. You want to know one of the cool things we accrued for Master Ace's own shadow box in the museum? Check this out, guys. Crooklyn Dodgers, baby. Look at that.
That's the Mookie special.
It's the Mookie special. So check this out. We have something that hopefully soon will be hanging in our cafe, which is also adorned with a lot of amazing pieces from our collection. Ivan Beslik and Medina Design and this amazing guy named Grandmaster Katz. That's right. The notorious K-A-T-Z. Have you heard of this guy? No. Well, you should have, because come on up here, Grandmaster. Yeah, you're going to have to. I'm sorry. Please speak in this microphone.
Two people in the world that call me Grandmaster Katz.
Okay, so come on up here, Andy Katz.
One of them's right there.
Come on up on stage here.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So, one of the cool things about the Hip Hop Museum, in addition to having this like world-renowned collection, is that we have a world-renowned staff. And I really mean it. Every single one of our staff, from curators to videographers, shout out Birth of Hip Hop and Cortez McKay, our digital designer and marketer, CLB, our curator, our music director, our historian. Like, we take this crazy seriously.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you legends deserve it. And one of the people that's been directing us from a creative standpoint, helping us hang our exhibits, helping us, get in touch with all these legends, is Andrew Katz. And he does an incredible series that a lot of people aren't familiar with, but should be, which is kind of this, what's the name of the Delta Bravo? So he does a Delta Bravo series, and rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. Just the other day, on the anniversary, of Jam Master Jay's passing.
Yesterday.
he shared this incredible documentary that Andy goes around. He loves hip hop so much that he recreates the actual photographs from the albums and the movies, and he goes to the actual locations, and he went around searching for Jam Master Jay, right?
And Run DMC.
And Run DMC. There's a really beautiful documentary on the Hip Hop Museum's YouTube page if you want to check it out. Okay? But the other thing that I really think that you should check out is this original piece that Andy did just for Masta Ace and this induction. And would everybody take a moment to look at this unbelievable piece of artwork. Round of applause for Andy Katz, everyone. Okay, so soon enough, this piece will be hanging in either our art gallery. You know, hopefully, Andy Katz, where's Malcolm Riddle? Shout out Malcolm Riddle and the entire Mad Urgency Public Enemy family. Shout out LBC and Public Enemy. Hopefully, Andy will have a full show here, right? Wouldn't that be cool? To have all of Andy Katz's piece here?
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have that coming soon, okay? Now, let's go right to it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, you take your seat back.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andy, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks for any of the shine. I appreciate it.
I'm going to put that right there. Okay. Where is our curator, Red Summer? There she is. Red Summer curates everything in this museum. I'm not exaggerating. Afiba, we might need you to swivel around over here on this camera. We are going to unveil, yes, the young lady on the scoop right behind you. You might want to come this way or slightly away, ever so slightly. Let our broadcast engineer through. We're going to let him through. Okay, we're going to do like the countdown again, guys, okay? Remember, we did this for Disco B. So, you guys remember the single, Crooklyn Dodgers? Hey, DJ RBI, drop that track because in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. The actual jacket Masta Ace wore on the cover of Crooklyn Dodgers.
And the video.
And the video. Man, you're going to have an amazing display.
Yeah.
It's going to look great. Okay. Now, we have a little video that we would like to play. Before we induct Masta Ace, I'm going to actually buy a little bit of time so my broadcast engineer can run back through all these people. And he is going to get this video ready. Now, let me tell you something, you guys. When I first interviewed Masta Ace, this guy is so much the salt of the earth. I'm serious. He was literally in Europe. He had no idea where he was. This is not an exaggeration. He was GPSing in his car while driving, I believe, in Amsterdam somewhere. And I just believe that you're such a good, humble, great person that first interview I had with you speaks to the person that you are. That you were busy, you didn't even know where you were, and you were still willing to do the interview over Skype while weaving your way through the streets of Amsterdam.
It's the magic of T-Mobile.
Well, I just want to say how much we love you and appreciate you.
Thank you.
And without further ado, Afiba, let's run this induction video for the one and only Masta Ace.
Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, I made me a little list of MCs that, yo, man. Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, because all those people who had something to do with my album know who they are, I made me a little list of MCs that I wanted to name off that inspired me to bring me where I am today, you know? Because honestly, I wouldn't be here without them. So the list goes like this, and it's not in this order, but the list is this. Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Masta Ace, Masta Ace, Masta Ace, Masta Ace, Masta Ace.
Ace was very instrumental in us helping us find our tone, and you know, he confirmed, you know, what kind of MCs we wanted to utilize to build a certain standard of MCs when it came to the Wake Up Show. Man, we have always, like, Ace is like a brother to us. Take on it, man. You know what? It's interesting to hear who motivates Master Ace, because Master Ace motivated a lot of people, and a lot of people who are close to heart and close to this station.
This is Slim Shady. The first record I heard of Master Ace was I Am the Man, but I'm not the one with the can in his hand. I'm down with a different kind of street band, and I appear from place to place as the Music Man, aka Master Ace.
Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, I made me a little list of MCs that I wanted to name off that inspired me to bring me where I am today. So the list goes like this, and it's not in this order. The list is this: Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace.
Master Ace. Once you hear the capital A, rapper stay. My name is Master Ace. Oh yeah. Music Man, baby, and the rhymes are top notch. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Check the technique, see if you can follow it. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Feels so good to be a Brooklyn dog. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Master Ace in the place with the bass.
Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace.
That's right. Round of applause, everyone, for the one and only Master Ace. And now, the Hip Hop Museum's historian, Jay Kwan, with the induction speech.
1 2 1 2, mic check 1 2. All right, if I had to use one word to describe the career of Master Ace, it would be one of reinvention. Like most of us, Ace came across my radar in about '88 when he was featured on Marley Marl's genre-changing compilation LP, In Control Volume 1. On songs like Keep Your Eyes on the Prize and Simon Says, we were introduced to the Brownsville wordsmith, and he showed us why he was worthy of induction into Marley Marl's iconic Juice Crew. It was Ace in his opening verse on the game-changing song The Symphony that cemented his worth and kept our ears peeled. The part that really caught me was, I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign on the door, no biting allowed. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded, just like Caruso, some of that Rakim wordplay and cadence that he spoke of earlier. So this kid didn't come and play around. I caught that very early on. 89 brought us Letter to the Better and Together, single. His label mates with Big Daddy Kane, cats like that on Prism. And this solidified the validity and power of his pen game. 1990's full-length album, Take a Look Around, showcased the depth and versatility that would define the remainder of his career and set Ace apart from his contemporaries. Me and the Biz showcased his creativity, while the title track, And I Got You, revealed his intelligence that would be a hallmark in his further output. He would resharpen his lyrical swords a year later with the Juice Crew comrades, lending a verse to Marley Marl's Symphony Part 2. Later with his 1993 Slaughterhouse LP under the name Master Ace Incorporated, saw Ace join forces with Paula Perry, Lord Digger, and Icy Rock, delivering what felt almost like a parody of the then dominant gangster rap subgenre that had gained a huge mainstream following at the time. This LP yielded Ace his biggest hit up to that point, Jeep Ass. The next year gave birth to the Crooklyn Dodgers, a trio consisting of Ace, Buckshot, and Special Ed. The trio delivered not only the highlight of the soundtrack to Spike Lee's Crooklyn, but a classic piece of work that still has beatheads these days pondering the source of the sample, like me and my man RBI was just talking about. In fact, I think RBI asked Tip what the sample was, and Tip wouldn't tell him. A rework in the Jeep Ass, titled Born to Roll, became the centerpiece of Ace's next album, Sitting on Chrome, and simultaneously made Ace a bi-coastal force and continued his foray into the idea of the concept album, which he would soon master to perfection. Over the years, Disposable Arts, Long Hard Summer, Son of Yvonne, Falling Season, Brooklyn Story has cemented Ace as one of the most innovative and clever writers and visionaries in a genre that has largely abandoned creativity and independent thought decades ago. But Ace continues to come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. Master Ace.
So I have a couple more giveaways before we finish today, okay? So just a couple final words. Is Disco B here? Disco B, please come to the front of the room. And I would like you to take a picture, the two inductees just alone. Disco B and MASTA Ace. We can't thank you enough. Can I ask you guys a question? Is anyone a Sugar Hill Records fan in the building? Anyone like Sugar Hill Records? You raised your hand first. Master G signed Sugar Hill Records vinyl. Okay. Does anybody like Cold Chillin' Records? Bucky Davis. It's probably for your daughter. It's a little small. Okay. Does anyone like the Native Tongues? Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Native Tongues. Take one. Take one. And Caleb. Okay. Now listen, let's get some pictures. Disco B, if you want to pull the mask down, and Master Ace right in front of the boombox here. You guys, just to let you know, upstairs we have an entire infused cafe. If you didn't get your 40 ounce, they're selling them today, not like last time. It's only $10 though. Get your 40 ounce. I know, what a bargain. You're welcome. We have pre-rolls and everything you could want from the dispensary. Okay, but right now I want to really spend time thanking a few people, okay, that made all of this possible. Actually, you know what? Red Summer, please come in. Let's do a picture. Red Summer, CLB, come in the picture, please. DJ RBI, we're going to have just the museum staff. Cortez, we're going to do one picture with just the museum staff and the inductees. Andy Katz, please come on in with the inductees. Jaquan, don't worry, there's other photographers. Okay, I'll get up here. There we go. Andy Katz, come on in. Okay, you are looking. There's a few missing members here. Unfortunately, we're missing Geechee Dan and a few other museum members. But these are the human beings that are responsible for making this induction and all of the museum happen. So a big thank you and round of applause to the entire museum staff. Okay, but now you are going to be in tune to the sounds of DJ RBI from now until you leave. So RBI, let's hear some MASTA Ace and Disco B.
MASTA Ace.
Listen closely to your attention's undivided. Many in the past tried to do what I did. Just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. And the blow that I deliver is a crisp one. Give that style back, Jack, and try this one. If you're gonna pick up the microphone when the beat is moving swift, you better say something I can get with. Suckers I mold in my hand just like silly putty. You tried to shank me, spanky, but my name's not McGillicuddy. Yes, yes, let's test the water. The skinny dipping in a slaughter. Hope the warrior, waterproof, high top certified. Cause I taught you I've got the murder ride. And you don't have to buy a ticket. You can afford to get aboard and watch me as I stick it in the face of my foes. Cause it goes to show that I flow like a bloody nose. Rap is sweet just like donuts from Dunkin'. The action posse's at the door and they won't let a punk in. So you better try the back door before you get a crack jaw. And I don't need a black hat to be a villain. The posse is action and the label is cold chillin'. The question is how hype will you get? When you heard this beat, you were familiar with a jam you heard before. This is a summary, a voice around you, but there's only one of me. Lyrics and dialect come from all angles. The cordless mic in my hand still strangles. They try rather well, but none are parallel. The words are spinning your head like a carousel. And out of all the brothers I spoke to, none of them broke through. They sound like a joke too. The rhymes are very soft, just like curry cloth. The kid that's standing on stage ought to hurt you off, cause that ain't hip hop. You little drip drop, trying to tiptoe but can't touch the tip top.
Not a lot of artists can do that. Get to that number 4 number. Congratulations on that. I want to say what's up to the whole 4 building and the whole action posse because they ain't here thick. And I want to drop a new style of all the MCs. I call this the offbeat, on-beat style. See if you can swing with it. See if you can swing with it. Go like this. It's the hippest, ready to rip this. My father dope is on the mic, it's not Ike and Tina Turner or Bob Hope. It's not that kid Ice Ice, baby, but I'm nice. Confuse you and lose you when I'm saying words twice. I never quit rockin' rhymes, cause I'm not a quitter. It's funny, but MCs have more nerve than a clitoris. This kid tried to rip me, goddamn, what a dum-dum. I'm not cock D's, but I got V's and I come from Brooklyn. Now, Master Pete, beat a chick and freaker. Give her a little respect like Aretha Franklin. I keep my money in a bank, and when my pockets are on E, I go fill up my tank and drive my cock into some real tight wet stuff. Don't phone my home when I bone or you'll get snuffed. Quick fast, you dirty little no good louse shoe. Not the Jungle Brothers, but boy, I'll house you. Open up your ears, hear my rap pitch. Niggas are soft like the titties on a fat bitch. Me and my crew heard those words and they tickle us like Ricky Ricardo. It's just so ridiculous. Let's clear the throat and keep on quoting more shit that I have wrote. 4 and 7 years in the lab.
One last
I know
question
rap
before we
like
wrap
Mike
up
Tyson,
the
those booty grabs.
Considering how long you've been in the game, all the places that you've been, all the songs that you've done, and all the cats that you've worked with, is there anything that you'll do differently? What I mean is, do you have any regrets?
If I never recorded another song, if I was wrong, and nothing I spitted was ever strong. If I never perform at another venue, if this genuine love doesn't continue. If none of my records was ever sold, if I fold and never see platinum or even gold. If nobody ever again can recall, if I stall and start working part-time at the mall. If there's no more shows for me to dabble in, no more traveling, even the show in Maryland. If none of my songs that ever been, never spin in heavy rotation ever again. If I don't do a song to incite millions, or get a video done by Hype Williams. If there's never a chance again to be seen on the pages inside of another magazine. If the luxuries in life I can't of course afford. If I never win a Billboard or the Source Award, I wouldn't want your pity or your sympathy, even if Marley never put me on a symphony. But I gotta admit it, I'm glad he did it. It's considered the first verse that I spit it. I realized that I'm still a part of history. I learned the key to victory, it's not a mystery. You see, I got a lot of love for what I do in life, and after this, then I'ma find something new in life. I guarantee you it'll be something that I really love. I give thanks for my life to God up above, that I'm blessed to have the job that I enjoy doing. Now as a man, I'm doing what I was a boy doing. The only difference is now I get to eat from it. I never thought I would be known on the street from it. But if not one fan, if it shows gratitude, and when they see me, they walk by with an attitude. It was still an enjoyable ride. Yeah, big up to Kane, Bismarck, and the Far Side. And of course, to all of my past label mates, hope y'all keep on rising like the cable rates. And yo, Premier and Guru, this goes out to you. Special Ed and Buckshot, it's a shout to you. I don't know if it's the end, but yo, it might be. Big up the Q-Tip, Alicia Heed and Spike Lee. And everybody in the game I ever worked with. And all the chicks up in the game I used to flirt with. But if I never get another piece of show coochie, don't see no more Louis Vuitton and no Gucci. No more suede and linen, no more designer denim. No more Jeeps with 1,000-watt systems in them. No more sitting on chrome with them Pirelli shoes. No more getting my name up in the daily news. No more Lexus coupes, Beamers and Benzes. No more Cartier frames with colored lenses. No more chains and bracelets and no baguettes. For what it's worth, yo, I got no regrets.
Young, black, intelligent. This is not a first, but it feels like a curse and it weighs like an elephant. Heavy on my mind cause I feel so irrelevant. Heavy on my heart like I'm smart for the hell of it. Heavy on my soul as I stroll through the villa again. Stranded on this island, feel like I'm Gilligan. Friends got jail and then they got bail. Stress that I'm under, I just wonder will they kill again. Please understand that I'm living in the concrete jungle. Will I stumble as it crumble under my feet? In the building lobby, see my man Bobby puffing on the joint, that's the point when I eyes me. Ask what's the weight on the books in my knapsack. He's so amused, I'm confused why he asked that. Then I understand the motive and the plan. He's trying to be the man while I stand getting laughed at. Dudes got jokes, but very little hopes. That's why they try to bring me down like a halfback. But I got balance, my mom's made a promise. If I get the grades, I'll be praised like Thomas Clarence. But I don't know if law's in my future. Cops in the war and they'll sure try to shoot ya. All I wanna do is get a B in geometry, lose my virginity and live my life trauma free. Sick.
As I sit and count these clouds, I sure hope my mom is proud of me.
Why be I?
Why be I?
Why be me?
Why be me?
If I fly, they gon' see.
They gon' see.
I might die.
I might die.
But I'll be free.
But I'll be free.
So why be I?
Why be I?
Why be me?
Why be me?
Young, black, intelligent. 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 Young, black. Penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your dreams, a dime for your goals, and a quarter in your jeans. Trying to make $1 out of 41 cents. Caught up in the barbed wire, shorty on the fence. I could be a knife-packing, gun-toting hooligan, but I can't decide, so I'm on my way to school again. On my way to duel again, me against the world. But all I can think about is me against the girl. Youthful exuberance, busting at the seams. Look at all the other kids cussing at the deans. Look at all the other kids cutting 8th period. But I'm on the team and my coach won't hear of it. He's well aware of it, I ain't getting pinched. Y'all dummies go ahead, I ain't getting benched. Whole lot of right, add a little bit of wrong, and everything you work for, gone.
As I sit and count these clouds, I sure hope my mom is proud of me.
Why be I?
Why be I?
Why be me?
Why be me?
If I fly, they gon' see.
They gon' see.
I might die.
I might die.
But I'll be free.
But I'll be free.
So why be I?
Why be I?
Why be me?
Why be me?
Young, black, intelligent. 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 I was born, son of Yvonne, Brownsville kid that wanted beyond. Hit the streets, run and be gone. Outside with a curfew. Got lessons on honesty and virtue and the people that'll hurt you. Drug addicts, ex-convicts. Living in a world surrounded by these conflicts. So many, too many to mention. You can feel all the tension. A mom's intervention. Trying to save a son from the worst fate. Getting home after 8 when she works late. Thank God for Nana, I was in her control. In the lobby, sitting on tenant patrol. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's the one and only Master Ace.
Son of Yvonne, Brownsville kid that wanted beyond. Hit the streets, run and be gone. Outside with a curfew.
Got lessons on honesty and virtue and the people that'll hurt you. Drug addicts, ex-convicts, living in a world surrounded by these conflicts. So many, too many to mention. You can feel all the tension, a mom's intervention. Trying to save a son from the worst fate. Getting home after 8 when she works late. Thank God for Nana, I was in her control. In the lobby, sitting on tenant patrol. Cause folks getting robbed on the regular by chain snatching dudes just sending for gold. Son of Yvonne had a fight up the street. He's a nice kid, but ain't nothing sweet. All I do it for you. It's for all you did when I was a kid. Cause his mad friends ain't wanna be born, but I'm glad to be the son of Yvonne. Son of Yvonne, better get the best grades. Couple of B's, a C, and the rest A's. Not top of the class, but not nearly last. I beat your ass if you think you gon' barely pass. But all my best friends, they be ditching school. Every week it's like a Friday ritual. You got a mind of your own, so let it be known. Son of Yvonne, sharp as a kitchen tool. All I do it for you. It's for all you did when I was a kid. Cause his mad friends ain't wanna be born, but I'm glad to be the son of Yvonne. All I do it for you. It's for all you did when I was a kid. Cause his mad friends ain't wanna be born, but I'm glad that I'm the son of Yvonne. I was born.
EMC, your boy Strickland, M3 Hip Hop. It's my man Nicolay on the drums. I'ma play lead vocals. Yeah, you know how I get down, man. It's EMC, let me tell you what it stands for. Yo, every minute counts, dog, so I'ma rhyme like there's no tomorrow. I got a style of my own, your little flow is borrowed. Your shit's trash like an empty glass soda bottle. You looking for dough to borrow, and mine is the flow to follow. Yeah, this verse kinda ill, well it's a lot more to follow. All I need is some rice and a nice hoe to swallow. A dime piece that be looking like she's supposed to model. Essential music catalog, dog, you know the motto.
EMC, experts making classics. Cop 2, keep one wrapped in plastic. Bastard, spit straight aim for your neck. Like Saddam, I'ma give y'all the sentence of death. EMC, evil, motherless child. Raised in the ghetto where my upbringing foul. Wow, come to your show and dish you. A backseat'll be the only chair I give you.
They wanna know what it stand for. EMC, excellent mic controllers. Each must come, fulfill the quota. Every man can prove he's a soldier. This ain't chicken noodle soup with a soda. This be exceptional men collaborating. Keep on popping that shit, we glad you hating. Recognize the name, we not new to the game. Y'all freshmen in this thing, we graduating. EMC, East End, Midwest champions. Amped again, so the dance we're in with fans trampling. Lamping in my Knicks hat, blue with the mandarin. Matching my leather with the EMC branded in. Easily murdering, competition panicking. Got you scrambling like illegal cable channeling. Standing in the presence of perfection, you're examining. Stop all the guessing till your questions here to answer is EMC, what it stand for? 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 Stand for something. What it stand for? EMC, know what I mean? Extravagant music click. Don't matter who we pick or choose to spit. Cause we master the words on this music tip. Kept the punchlines tight cause the rules are strict. Yeah, everyone must contribute, no laxing. Easy money comes 1/4 the fraction. We be the faction, just read the caption. And once it's read, man, time for some action. What it stand for? Each man can claim another victory. Why don't you plead the fifth, dog? Cause you ain't got shit to say. Your neck sore from bobbing, blame Nicolay. Something like a pimp, cause I stay with something slick to say.
EMC, eccentric music celebrities. Murder the track, pour beer in its memory. Experience musical change, care less about the fame. We the best in the game,
EMC, what it stand for? 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 Stand for something. EMC, EMC. You think you know what I mean? EMC, you think you know what I mean? EMC, you think you know what I mean? EMC,
run a race with the rhythm. If you know the big steps, dance, do it with them. Gotta clock G's, cause a G is worth 1,000. When I kick these type type of rhymes I be housing. All on a beat, gonna be big shotties. Brothers ain't with it, then I do it for the hotties. But I know they with it, cause they know I ain't a phony. And it feels good like Tony. And I like to kick a rhyme for the people. Wanna reach the top, climb to the steeple. Top too high, well you best get a ladder. Say you're from the slum, well chum, it don't matter. Forget where you're from, it's all about where you're going. My name is Master Ace and I don't tiptoeing. Never stall for, lose my grip or take a slip. Make a house call, hit a dip and then I skip. But not to my Lou, I never played hopscotch. Music man, baby, and the rhymes are top notch. Gotta try to lift the ghetto dweller. I try my best to never riff with a fella. But brothers sometimes try to play it like tennis. Then it's time to pull teeth like a dentist. So brother, please don't play it. The rhyme is prime every time that I say it. Actions in effect, nothing changed but the weather. Juice Crew, nah, but we still rock together. Craig G, yo, I believe that's me. Hey yo, Craig G.
1, 2, check us out, Joe.
Hey yo, Craig G, man, I believe that's me. Yo, kick it. 1, 2, 3.
Fantastic. Spinner, what up? Yeah, we come from everywhere. Brooklyn, New York, Boston, LI, everywhere you walk. We put it on the line with intensive rhymes. Every time a DJ put his hands on a new mark and cut it up like this. Don't take your eye off the team cause you might miss. Righteous hip-hop done with a slight twist. Hand in the air, leather glove on the right fist. Y'all don't understand who's up in the building. One day you'll comprehend, but until then, keep it par for the course. I know you're dreaming about big things popping out a jar with a boss. But rap's a fairy tale that'll put you to sleep. It ain't about what you can cop, it's about what you can keep. Lauryn Hill told me that shit and it's so true. In rap life, these be the things that we go through. 1, 2.
You don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. You don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey.
Yo, I'm just trying to live. Won't trust a big butt like DeVoe, Bell, and Biv and show initiative. But some choose to try to make me lose my step, turning off my light. But I use my ear, nose, and hands to command me through the night. It's in my heart to fight, but maybe it's time to move on. Pass off my pen like passing off batons. The game is so cold and bitter. Treat you like your name is so old and little on the pavement. Like if I should be stuck in one era away while you act like you don't surf and don't care where the wave went. Sleep on us if you want to, we'll be giving you nightmares for sure. And even when you wake and thought you caught a break from the dream, nigga, we'll be right there for sure.
You don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. You don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music.
Yo.
Hey, hey.
Apparently, y'all dudes is just a parody. No clarity for popularity. Stop comparing me. Similarities is a rarity. Cause poverty been preparing me for prosperity. Yeah. F disparities, I know you're hearing me. Apart, never tearing me. I'm a man with family. See, I never wanna shoot ya. Digging up the past only muddies up the future. So we chew MCs like bazooka and watch them get smoked like a hookah. Raps like Bush, full of bull. Give and take, yin and yang, push and pull. We get on stage and act a fool. Easy to get angry, but harder to keep you cool. We got winners, Ace Edo, Plug One, and DJ Spinner. It's for the classic old heads and new beginners. True rap, not you pretenders. We live it not like some do.
Microphone check 1, 2.
You don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey. You don't know what good music.
No good music.
Hey, hey, hey. From your ear it, you don't know what good music. Hey, hey, hey.
I feel like hip hop right there. 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 What's up, Marco? What's up, Brooklyn? Filthy Rich. People in the audience, Master Ace the name. I write rhymes and insert them inside your vein. They run through your blood
stream get inside your brain. Since I first put my name up inside the train. My mic control's been unprecedented. And you wrong if you thought you was the best that did it. See, I just started messing with it. I've been married to the game since '88. You just committed. The entire fate of the whole Empire State's in the hands of a man that's here to inspire hate. Hate for the state of the music. And all these other cats looking for another way to abuse it. I wake you up like a gun in the face. And just here to let you know who's like running the place. And everywhere that I perform and do a show, as long as you know.
This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
Let me show y'all new rappers. That's how the game goes. This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
Don't be missing any word I say. You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started from beginning to end. When cats used to run in a pack and slaughter the rooftop, Union Square, and the Latin Quarter. And if you came alone, then your chain was gone. Unless you was from the hood and your name was known. Yup. And even then, you was taking a risk. They would rush you for your chain while you was taking a piss. Hip hop used to be so thick in the air. When it was there, you ain't even need a kick in the snare. It could have been finger snaps and hand claps. But nowadays, it feels a little different when a man raps. The track commences and these cats are French. To me, they lacking sense while I rap's intense. And I be the best in these rap events. And how I got this far, it's called experience. Come on.
This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
Let me show y'all new rappers. That's how the game goes. This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
Don't be missing any word I say. Yo, it's the ace in the flesh. Of course I'm fresh. Or you thought that I was rotten? You must have gotten a bad sack of weed. Cause I track your speed. I run up, find your wife and smack your seed. I've been a star since Pat Benatar. And I still want the house, the boat, the truck, and the car. The limousine with the big screen and the bar. I'm trying to eat, watch it pour it on like vinegar. Till I'm old and gray, control the day. I'm kinda like the light cause I show the way. I'm the one to collect the funds and hold the pay. The kind that fold away, then I stroll away. Shit, I can't name all the hits we charted. That crazy ass Brooklyn ass shit, we got it. We came here tonight to get started. To co-act ill and get retarded.
This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
Let me show y'all new rappers. That's how the game goes. This is for those that don't know the half.
Backtrack, turn back the page.
I just wanted to be large like Houdini. Cause fame from my name on the train and graffiti wasn't good enough. Maybe I was being greedy, but I thought I could be on TV. Fact is, Mike Jack set it on fire, but I moonwalked with an umbrella 6 months prior in my school talent show. White gloves, lock ticking. We was in the park popping like hot chicken. I was on the block trying to get my name known and be the hottest in the hood like Flame On. Or maybe just the best in my building, competing with the rest of the children who wanna battle. Let the crowd judge who the winner is. They could be so cold like the winter is. But mama always said have no fear, and I would rise to the top like a cold beer. So I rehearsed my lines on the F train. Them boys famous, why should I have less fame? The freaks came out at night and they stayed out. Without a doubt, I refuse to get played out. I had a big mouth, would not shut it up. I can prove I'm the best, just set it up. I feel like it's me against Jalil. All I gotta do is show the world my skill.
Started with a dream, now the world knows my name. Just try to be the best, so what beyond that fresh face? You had to have skills to get that record deal. You had to be the best to get on that fresh face.
I just wanted to hear my song on BLS. Coulda cared less about a brand new CLS. I ain't have my license anyhow. Fat Boys had a show and made 20,000. Wow, you could get paid like that? And all I gotta do is spit a tight rap? I think I got a few lines on stash. Then I can have a rap game on smash. Them boys better make room, cause I can formulate a great tune. Yup, Peter Piper, Big Peppers, and Run Rock Rhymes, I bet. I could get known with one hot line, I bet. I could get on with one hot song. I just need to be like the one Run Rocked on. Or gear like Flash so I could be the best dressed. Yes, then I'll be on the Fresh Fest.
I think I'm gonna start using the name.
Pay homage.
Yeah, 1, 2.
And acknowledge the rap.
I don't know what you cats was thinking.
Pay homage, respect.
Must have been crazy. I'll step up on stage at CMJ, mention my name. I hear these cats, but I ain't listening. A little faint dissing, a little scratch, a little paint missing. But I still gleam and glisten, hot like a stream of pissing. I'm about to have your whole team wishing that you never got this shit started. You about to be dearly departed. You gotta be nearly retarded to let me hear my name mentioned. Trying to gain attention, now I'm running through this game lynching. And I heard a few cats trying to take shots on the low. These XFL rappers trying to fuck with a real pro. One thing, who named y'all the high and the mighty? To me, y'all just sound like a couple of high whiteys. And you had to be on mad coke and ecstasy to think for a second you could stand next to me. Look, don't ever again mention my name in your freestyles, or I'll cut off your transmission faster than Lee Miles. And I heard your album, this must be something you knew at, cause I'd rather hear a Lil Wayne, Lil Zane duet. My cell phone stay ringing like a slap in the ear. So I hope y'all don't plan on making rap a career, cause ever since Hev was in Vernon, I've been burning. Next year, y'all be up at Raucous, interning. And I should've let it known what your government names are, to make sure you take it personal like Gangstar, motherfuckers. Yeah. And I go for any of you other so-called rap cats in the game.
Acknowledge the rap. Another fake jack I slay with my spectacular.
And believe me, I ain't forget about him. Nah.
Pay homage, respect.
Nope.
Acknowledge the rap.
Just you wait.
Acknowledge the
Yo.
rap.
Yeah, I heard of the boogeyman when I was a youth. Scary. Then I found out that he was as fake as a tooth fairy. Since my last mission, this nigga been ass kissing. I took a minute. I gave your single a fast listen. Tell me this, with no pot to pissin', how you dissing? Your group home's about to be reporting you missing. And I don't know what was worse, the track or the verse. I'ma get to your producer, but I'm smacking you first. See, I couldn't even find one nigga that heard of you. I did find a few cats that wanted to murder you, but I told them chill. I let them know you was my son, and I promise I can pay and support till you 21. Consider me the clothes on your back and a warm meal. Who knows, this just might get you a deal. And the day your album go on sale for the first hour, just remember like Nas, nigga, I gave you power. I figured I'd give you some help, cause you need lots. I make your producer change his name to Speed Knots. Tell him I said fuck him for doing the tracks. Matter of fact, fuck Fat Beats for doing the wax. I'ma dish you via email and then through a fax. I'ma dish you by two-way, I ain't gon' never relax. I'ma dish you over fast, slow track or no track. If your shit wasn't so whack, I dish you to your track. You that little fish that I catch and I throw back. And by the way, get 50 Cent his flow back. You that cat in the club, you get hit with a bottle. Fucking with me, you better off trying to hit lotto. And don't answer back, this is hard shit to follow. And you can't spit, nigga, so you obviously must swallow, motherfucker.
Pay homage, respect.
Yeah. Booger man. Booger man, what's wrong?
Acknowledge the rap.
I figured I'd